Coonservative strikes again. Oh my goodness. So, as you all may know, I've had my run-ins with a black Coonservative perspective. Now, I would have thought he would have gotten some, some act right after I gave him that smackdown over that corrupt officer. But it seems that, when you're dumb, ugly, and black in politics, you're gonna have a bad time. So one thing that black Coonservative perspective doesn't seem to understand is that he gets no respect from anyone. Because white Republicans, right, who is his main audience, white ignorants, I'll say, that actual white Republicans don't respect him. Because they see, hey, you're just placating and pandering to white ignorants of the party. And those people are the same people that actual white conservatives are trying to yeet. They're trying to yeet from the party. So by him just repeating and regurgitating talking points, he's not helping anybody. Black people don't respect him because he's tap dancing. So no one respects someone who has to cower and kowtow to another group of people in order to make a living. You'll never come across anything he says that actually gives an insight or a greater understanding to the political arena. Once again, because he's black, ugly, and dumb. Now, I'm not, making it racial. I'm just making an observation. Now, you'll never guess who black Coonservative perspective decides to defend. You guessed it. You guessed it. That's correct. Marjorie Taylor Greene. This simpleton, okay, and he is a simpleton. Can we be honest? This is the same person who pronounced misnomer as misnumber. Okay, nobody's listening to his content, to give some high IQ take, okay, because you're not going to get it from him. But nevertheless, he goes on and tries to do mental gymnastics to defend Marjorie Taylor Greene and lambaste Jasmine Crockett. He goes on and says that, hey, well, Marjorie Taylor Greene was just defending herself because she was insulted by Jasmine Crockett.
And here's the thing. Everybody's trying to treat this woman as if she's the victim. And we all know why, because she's a black woman. So therefore, she always has to be the victim. Huh? Even if she started it, because she did start it.
Now, I'm thinking to myself, where on God's green earth did she insult Marjorie Taylor Greene? And you want to know what this Sambo says? He goes on to say that, hey, she insulted her by asking her, do you know what we're talking about? Do you know where we are? That's what her insult was to Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie Taylor Greene was asking a question, and then this woman decided to interrupt Marjorie Taylor Greene and to insult
I ain't got a good brain.
Marjorie Taylor Greene in regards to asking Marjorie Taylor Greene, does she know why we're here at this committee hearing, right? That was an insult.
Now, albeit, let me just say this. I would think that the bigger insult would be Marjorie Taylor Greene wasting everybody's time, bringing up conversations or topics that are non-germane to what they're discussing at the hearing. I would consider that a bigger insult. It's like, yo, what are you talking about? Nobody's talking about that. He, of course, doesn't, because once again, he's tap dancing. And that's all he's paid to do. He gets clicks and garners views by tap dancing. That's all it is. Just so the white ignorance of the Republican Party can say, hey, look, this is a black person. He agrees with me. See, so I can't be racist. He agrees with me. That is his value to the political arena. Nevertheless, that's the mental gymnastics he tries to play. And he says, well, she's the one that started it, and Marjorie Taylor Greene just gave her the smoke that she was asking for.
So she got the smoke that she was asking for, and again, lo and behold, is now, woe is me, boohoo, racism.
Now, proceeding further, he then goes on to guess who he calls ghetto? Guess who he calls ghetto? You guessed it again. You guys are 2 for 2. He calls Jasmine Crockett ghetto.
Some of these women that participated in this cat fight, namely Miss Jasmine Crockett, trying to take advantage of this to gain more clout among the Yas Queens of America by doing a media tour where she's boohoo, whining, and crying racism against Marjorie Taylor Greene and MAGA America for calling her ghetto in response to her acting ghetto on the
I ain't got a good brain
congressional floor, right? Doing this hearing. Okay, so
now I would think that the ghetto person would be Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, the person who cheated on her husband. That's correct. Cheated on her husband with some tantric guru. The person who was stripped of their assignments. I would consider that ghetto. I would consider someone being ghetto talking about a topic that has nothing to do with the congressional hearing that she was at. I would consider that ghetto. I would consider a ghetto saying that, hey, maybe your fake eyelashes are stopping you from being able to read. I would consider that ghetto, right? There's a litany of things that she's done that could possibly be construed as ghetto. But who does this Sambo try and say is ghetto? You want to know what he did? He did exactly what I said the lineage of evil does. Because clearly, black conservative perspective comes from a lineage of evil. I'm not making it racial. I'm just making an observation based off of his own testimony. Because he tries to do mental gymnastics to malign Jasmine Crockett by calling her ghetto. Calls her ghetto due to what? Her response. And he tries to invalidate her response by falsely alleging she insulted Marjorie Taylor Greene first. So Marjorie Taylor Greene had every right. This is what these imbeciles do. This is what these Sambos do. This is why we despise them so much. This is why actual white Republicans despise them so much. Because they are no value. They always pander to the lowest common denominator of every group. Always. Because nothing she did can be considered ghetto. Defending yourself as a black woman is now ghetto. Unless you do it how they want you to do it. You have to say this, you have to do that. And here's the thing. Upon her being attacked, which is what she was, upon Marjorie Taylor Greene saying what she said, she didn't even say anything. Do you understand? Jasmine Crockett didn't even say anything. She didn't even reply. Listen to me. She didn't even reply. She didn't reply at all. It wasn't until AOC was like, yo, I demand this to be struck from the record, right? It was until that they said, the chairman or whatever said, hey, no, we're not going to strike it from the record. In which she asked, why? That's what she asked. She tried to get a better understanding of why that would not be struck from the record and gave an example. If I were to call someone bleach blonde, bad built, butch body, would that be okay? Essentially, she was calling out the hypocrisy. Now, how black conservative perspective sees it, well, that was ghetto. That was ghetto because she's an angry black woman. I kid you not, bro. This is what he's saying, bro. This is what he's saying.
Again, people rightfully are saying, yes, you're acting ghetto, right? When you call somebody a beach blonde, bad built, butch body, yeah, that is ghetto behavior, right?
You want to know what he also tries to describe as ghetto? Her cursing.
When you curse on the floor of Congress, that is by definition ghetto behavior. And it doesn't matter why you're doing it.
Her cursing. Oh, she's ghetto for cursing. That's clearly ghetto. And I can't even do his language, how he talks, right? Because I'd have to, go mentally brain dead in order to talk like that. Because he slurs his words. He's inarticulate, right? It's really bad. It's like watching someone with Down syndrome give a political commentary. It's humorous at some times, but it's also sad. If cursing is ghetto, I guess, bro, damn near everyone in Congress is ghetto. Would Trump be considered ghetto when he curses at his rallies? Would that be considered ghetto? Now cursing is ghetto, bruh. This is what I'm talking about. You have Sambos like this who go out of their way to vilify black people because he wants the praise and adulation of his white ignorance. Because those are the ones who are clicking, saying, oh, we love you, you're the best thing ever. Those are the people who are saying that. The dregs of society, the actual dregs of the Republican Party. That's who he's placating to. So he tries to go even further to tap dance and let them know, hey, I'm one of the good ones. And he tries to attack, I kid you not, he tries to attack the looks of Jasmine Crockett.
Now, again, was that really an attack on her appearance? I don't know. As much as just, she's pointing out the fact that, hey, you wear fake eyelashes, maybe. Right? And I, again, personally think that, if I was Jasmine Crockett, I would not be talking about how anybody looks, considering how, it's hard to say what she looks like. I mean, I don't know what she looks like, right? Because all that makeup, the lashes, the weave. Again, I'm not entirely sure what she looks like when she takes all that stuff off, right? So,
Honor, you miss me, huh?
Oh yes, sir. I miss you like a hog miss fly, like a baby miss mammy titty.
Bruh, sir, this is some wild stuff. Talk about having a lack of self-awareness, bro. You are the last person on God's green earth to talk about anything, okay? And then tries to say that, well, is it really an insult? Or is she just saying that, she has fake eyelashes? Is that really an insult? Or is she just saying what she's saying? Come on now. Do you see how intellectually dishonest this Sambo is? Do you see how intellectually dishonest this manlet is? Now, if somebody were to say, hey, you look like a dwarf, you have the body of an adolescent woman, and you have a struggling beard on your face that's probably covering up the acne marks that you got when you were a child in Africa, would that be an insult, Black conservative perspective? Or would that just be someone saying the facts? Well, I'm just saying what I see. That's all I'm saying. Would that be it? Was somebody saying, hey, you have have the hand size of a baby for a grown man? Would that be an insult? Or would that just be someone acknowledging what you look like? If you don't miss me with this nonsense, it just gets to the point where it's so hyperbolic, right? The defenses are so ludicrous that it's comical. It's just like he's teetering on the edge of becoming a younger, I mean, if you can call it that, because the man looks like he's 65. I don't know. He looked like he's getting his SSI check in the mail today. But he's teetering on the ludicrousness of that is Jesse Lee Peterson.
Beta.
With some of these defenses, because they're not even logically coherent, okay? There's nothing intelligent about what he's saying. He's just merely saying black person bad, white person good. Ta-da! That is his political commentary. That is his political analysis 99.999% of the time. It's just nothing but it's political drivel. And when it comes to the racism, talking about, hey, they're just coddling her. What? Who's coddling this woman? Huh? Am I missing something? And when it comes to racism, she's absolutely correct. Because when has anyone, as far as fake eyelashes or their hair extensions, any time been called out? When has any time someone cursing being called ghetto? Huh? No. This is a label that has been predominantly applied to black people. Ghetto. That's what, even though every other group engages in such behavior. But who gets the negative label of ghetto? This Jasmine Crockett. Even though Marjorie Taylor Greene is far more ghetto than anything Jasmine Crockett has been put on display. But who gets the label? Ghetto. And you have Sambos and coons like Black Conservative Perspective who once again tap dance for the audience, who tap dances for racists. This is a modern day minstrel show, and it's really sad and depressing to see because it's unintelligent, it's illogical, and it's just, I don't know, it's sad, bro. It's sad to see this on display, to see someone make a complete fool of themselves intellectually and be laughed by everyone. Democrats, libertarians, and actual Republicans laughing at your content. But you know what? Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills, I guess. I guess those coon bills must be high. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure there's those who are like, he's absolutely right. She was ghetto, Lucas. I don't know what happened to you. Okay, you've gotten liberal. I don't know he's speaking the truth. And you have those who are like, it is what it is, right? Crackers are gonna crack and coons are gonna coon. It just is what it is. I just think, I would like to think that, people would see themselves above the foolishness. I would like to think that some people would have more integrity about what they say and how they're perceived than to simply tap dance, for clicks. Like, speak truth to power. That's all I'm saying. Like, at least give a different, a different take on things. Give a different perspective. Offer your audience maybe a different perspective than what they've grown accustomed to. But you have to be intelligent for that. So I don't expect him to do that. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me. Friday through Sunday, disagreement day, call in and we'll duke it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. Is there any hope in saving people like this? Or is it primarily just financial incentives that they have? Like manumission during slave days. And subscribe and all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
That is by definition ghetto.